I figured out what I like to watch finally when it comes to movies and series. I was watching a Malayalam movie. It's called Tannir Mathendinangal, and I'm not I'm not exactly the target demographic for that movie, or maybe I am. I think I am, but it's more for a younger version of me. It was released when I was young, but at that time I found this movie not that enjoyable. I mean, I found it enjoyable, but not something that I wanted to watch. But now that I watched it, I found it very, really entertaining, and I enjoyed it actually. So I was thinking, why? Why some movies? I also like to watch Spider Man. I also like to watch Batman, but I don't want to invest that time or want to compel. There's nothing compelling me to watch Superman, for example. And when I thought about it, I think what is compelling me is the relatability, is the nature of the story or the character which help the viewer to vicariously live as that character. It's that kind of a storytelling or that kind of a character building that helps me to live in their shoes vicariously enjoy that environment or that world they are in. Yeah, but maybe some people like say that, okay, Batman is maybe not exactly a relatable character, but when you think about it, it could be a relatable character, especially the Batman trilogy, the three movies. It really builds on that character, and I would argue that the story makes it in such a way that you find it relatable at some levels. You find it closer to your life or closer to feelings that you have felt before, So you kind of empathize with the character, and you find the character relatable, and you find yourself living their life, right? So I think that's also the case in Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is supposed to be a friendly neighbor. So it's like friendly neighbor superhero. So you can kind of relate to that person at some levels, right? You can, at some levels, live as that character. I think, and I was watching the new Spider-Man Noir, which is like the old version of Spider-Man, but I found it not that relatable, actually. Maybe I didn't pay attention while I was watching. Maybe I was half asleep and tired when I was streaming it, but I think there's nothing compelling me to watch Noir, or there was something compelling, but I couldn't relate to it in the same level that I would relate to a normal Spider-Man movie for some reason. I think it again boils down to the character building and how I can live in the shoes of the character vicariously, because I think Noir is the case of Spider-Man is he's a youngster, but I'm not. But the Noir film, that guy is really old, and not exactly what I want from Spider-Man. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons that I don't find it too relatable. Yeah, I think maybe if it, yeah, the story is supposed to be like that, but I think that's why I personally didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the other Spider-Man movies, yeah, this is a series, so yeah, maybe I should also spend a bit more time watching it. I don't know, but as of now, initially, I don't feel it too much relatable. But yeah, yeah. So, and also when I look at the movies that I enjoy and is really compelled to watch, it's more like the character and the relatability and how I am able to live in their shoes, live in their living condition, live in their environment vicariously. That compels me to watch that movie.